So y'all, let's talk Nicolandria, right? Love Island has been gone for about 2 months now, and I still have not gotten my life back. Y'all, I'm following these folks like I need directions. Do you understand me? I need my life back. And I think it's really funny that I was gonna say, y'all, for just 1 minute that they are the only couple left. I completely forgot about Shelly and Ace. That's how consumed Nicolandria has had the internet streets, my street included. Um, Let me take a coffee sip real quick because we're gonna get into this shit. And what I am drinking from Starbucks, because I love that first sip feeling. Oh my gosh. I'm stuck on a caramel macchiato hot, a double shot of ristretto. I like it made with vanilla sweet cream instead of milk and no foam. Y'all, when I say it gives me my entire life, if you like hot coffee, that's the way to go. I like a dark roast typically, so that's why I get the double shot of ristretto, which is just espresso. Um, Really good. So if you want to try a drink, please try that. And if you like hot drinks, please recommend something new for me because this has had me in a chokehold since I started drinking Starbucks. I literally haven't tried anything else. I don't like cold coffee, but I am willing to try. But anything strong, I like it. So recommend something for me, y'all. So I want to come to talk to y'all about how Nico Landry has been eating up the internet streets, specifically though, the VMA Awards. I want y'all to view Olandria's dress with me. Oh, that's a cute little footage of Nick. But let me go back to Olandria's dress because that thing was singing. I mean, it just gave just enough sex appeal. It gave just enough cleavage, just enough legs. It was done in such a tasteful way. So whoever styled her, she should probably stick with them because she ate that runway down. Do you hear me? She ate the red carpet all the way up. And then her skin was glistening, her boobs was boobing, they sitting up, her skin is tea. And somebody was like, "Oh, Olandria used that Vaseline glow, y'all." So I'm like, "What is Vaseline glow?" Because all the little black people, we know what Vaseline is. I used to cry because I was going to school, so shine the fuck up. But anyway, I went to Amazon and all of the Vaseline glow stuff was sold out. So hopefully that's another brand deal that Olandria can grab. Um, yeah, let's take a look at this. The rest of the pictures though look like a little black angel. Well, little black devil in this case. I think everything about this look was everything. But neither here nor there, y'all. I want to talk about her and Nick specifically outside of the villa. We've seen recently that they have made things exclusive, right? And so I was super excited about that because I know the last interview that I saw Nick do, he said that they weren't trying to rush, they weren't trying to rush into a relationship because they know that that's what the public wants from them. They want to take time to get to know each other because although the villa seemed like it was a very long time for us, they only had maybe a week, because they only connected at the end. So I think that is very exciting. Another thing that I wanted to discuss about them is recently in an interview, Olandria talked about how Nick's family was very protective of her, very supportive of her, which makes me want to talk about Ace's interview when he insinuated that maybe Nick would be doing this for clout. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, but just by looking at Nick, he has his career going. He has a great supportive family. He has been a model. His mama was a model. She was on a Vogue cover. Why would Nick need to chase clout for Olandria? And I don't say that to downplay Olandria because she is successful in her own right. Beautiful young lady, successful in her own way. First family college graduate. So she doing her big one. It's all tea. But why would Ace insinuate that Nick would need Olandria for clout? So I was very pleased to hear from Olandria that she was like, when Nick does things, he always mentions me. He always pulls me up a seat to the table. And his family is also supportive of that, making sure that I always have money in my pocket too and make sure that I'm not being ripped off. I think at some point she mentioned like his dad, making sure both of their contracts are right and making sure it's not bullshit. So I feel like Olandria is in a good spot. And there have been speculators that are speculating that this relationship is not real. And if I'm going to be honest with y'all, I don't give a damn if it's real or not. It's making me happy just watching it. And I'm going to just say this too. If they are milking it, they are very, very smart. And if at the end of the day, Nick gets Olandria to where she wants to be, teaches her some sort of a business acumen, learning from his family, because he's been doing it. And that's the only reason I'm saying it in that way. I don't want anybody to think that I'm saying that he has to build her or mold her. But partnership in any aspect, whether it's a partnership, a friendship, or whatever, you want to bring your friend up where you are, or you want them to surpass you. You just want them to be successful. That's the end of it. So if they are pretending, I have pretended with some things and learned to love it, and maybe they can too. So I'm hopeful that whatever it is that they want out of this, they get it. Because I ain't gonna even lie to y'all, I wasn't a Nicolandria stan and fan. I wasn't mad at it. I was actually excited about it, but I questioned the validity of it too. But who am I to question what somebody else is doing? Especially being on a show like Love Island, right? You find love, great, because that's initially what you came on the show for. However, if you leave and this is a good look for you and you getting all these different brand deals from here, there, all over the place, get it, ride it, milk the cow as long as there's milk to be got. That's just how I feel about it. Which leads me to talking about little short ass Ace. I was an Ace fan. I supported Ace because I followed him on TikTok prior. He did seem like a person that wants to spread positivity. And I'm not going to even take that from him. I'm not going to hold it. However, the fashion and the manner in which he went on Speedy's podcast and said things about Nick that we saw on TV, what he said was not new news. Nick said that he and Olandria didn't have an emotional connection. It was just like a physical attraction, which is fair. When you meet somebody, typically that's what it starts off as. When a good-looking man asks me for my number, I'm like, oh, girl, he's fine. I gave him my number. I can't wait to talk to him. Yes, the anticipation's rising. So I don't think that that's a negative thing to say, even if Nick did tell you that. But mind you, y'all, you hadn't even talked to Nick since the reunion. You don't know how far they've come in this relationship. Furthermore, all the attacking that's going online, and you know firsthand because you and Chelly got it. Why would you add to any negativity? Furthermore, and I said this in a previous video, how can you say, oh, I love Olandria, that's my dog, that's definitely Lil Sis. We just celebrated Shelly's birthday. She was there. We had a good time. How can you say that and then in turn clown the nigga that she with? It does not work that way, because I guarantee you, if Nick went on a show, on a podcast, and talked about Shelly, my dog, but clowned you, that wouldn't work over there either. So I feel like Ace is a very intelligent guy, right? Why would you think that that's okay to do? Ace is one of those people, and I said it before, I say it again. He expected to come out of this villa and he and Chelly be the Chelly'chellace that Nicolandria is to the internet streets. He really did expect it. And the thing about it is, people recognize when people aren't being 100% authentic and 100% organic. You can sense that Ace was censoring himself in a way in which he wanted America to receive him. And I think, regardless of if I agree or not, because I truly disagree, I think that's why a lot of people received Huda. She didn't try to act like she wasn't crazy. She was just batshit. And a lot of people identify with that because in times of anger, in times of hurt, in times of despair, it is what it is. I don't know if I could sugarcoat the anger or the wrath that I'm going to put on the nigga head if he hurt me. So I think that's why a lot of people resonate with Huda. Is it toxic? Yes. Is it human? Absolutely. I don't like the lady. I don't like her at all. I don't agree, but I'm just saying, it's just my perspective. I feel like Ace did expect him and Chelly to be the Cordelia, the Serena and Cordelia. But everybody loves a modern fairy tale. And also, Ace sat on Speedy's couch and basically said he was in cahoots with production. How can you sit up there and Taylor just be your boy and you allow him and production to play in Nicolandria's face? You can't love her. You can't want the best for her. Because the way that I'm looking at it right now, Nick is the best. He's better than you. And he is the best for her because he's putting her first. You wanted people to see you in that way about Chelly, but we just don't. And you going on that podcast just made it worse. And at this moment, I do notice that Chelly is getting a lot of hate. She's getting a lot of hate. And recently she did her famous, I'm just confused. I'm just so confused. I'm just confused. And I'm like, Chelly, don't be confused. Read and try to get other people's perspective. And maybe she doesn't care. And by all means, if she doesn't care, that's good for her. I'm sure it works for her mental health, right? But I don't subscribe to the hate to Chelly. I think Chelly's a beautiful girl. I think she's an intelligent girl. However, at what point can she just put this shit to rest by saying, we love Nicolandria. I love Nicolandria. I love Nick. I love them together. That alone would have made people understand that I have my own mind. I have my own opinions. Nicolandria is my girl, and we are still good. Ace is my man, but he has his own thoughts, as do I. I think that's all that's needed. And some people don't want to troubleshoot. You know what I'm saying? I understand that too. You like F these people, but at the same time, who don't want public support? Who don't want to feel supported and cared for and loved? So with her not saying anything, just like she was mad at Huda for not saying anything on their behalf, apples and oranges, however, they still in the same fruit basket. It was necessary. It was definitely necessary. Nicolandria got shitted on the entire season. And as her homegirl, she said y'all are soul sisters. She has been speaking highly. Her and Nick have spoke highly of you and Ace since leaving that villa. It was you and Ace's decision not to go and do interviews and podcasts. And again, I said this before, I said it again. And that was to your detriment. It really helps when you are on a platform like this to be personable. And you and Ace are not personable. I see y'all when y'all doing your brand deals, you seem all nice and sweet. But people want to get to know you outside of the villa. And y'all did this thing where y'all was like, now we ain't gonna talk to nobody. Yeah, we the it couple. Y'all gonna pay us to talk to us. And now it's to the point where nobody don't even want to talk to your asses anyway. And now you see that Nick and Nicolandria is getting all the praise because they put themselves out there. And I'm glad Nicolandria did, because when they first got out of the villa and she was doing interviews, I didn't feel like she was comfortable. Now I'm seeing her. Nick has held her hand, rubbed her back, let her know that it's okay, allowed her to feel free to step in the front and not feel guilty for standing in her own spotlight. And I have seen a new confidence in Nicolandria. Even on her interview, she's much better spoke. She was already a well-spoken person, but she has learned how to kind of tailor it a bit and wheel it in and not cuss or curse as much. But I've seen a big change in her. And thank God she got Nick to pour into her, because if she left that villa single and had to depend on Chelly and Ace, which are her friends, to lift her up and help her to gain that confidence, she wouldn't be the Nicolandria that we love right now. So that's where I am with Nicolandria. I hope that whatever they want from this relationship, they both get it. If this is real, and I'm hopeful that it is, and I'm not going to doubt that it's not, I hope that they tune out the outside noise and stay in it if they want to. And if they don't feel obligated to stay in it, because we love to see it. Love Island Games is coming on. I think it's October. I don't know if I'm going to watch that, because I didn't watch Love Island enough of the seasons to know a lot of these people. I've only watched Love Island's USA season 5 through 7. So maybe I'll, check that out and review it. But that's all I have, y'all. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and until next time, God bless y'all.